Hello everyone, Leigh here from Martinuzzi Property Group. Hope you're having a great day. Very exciting. The weather's beautiful. School holidays just around the corner. Hope you've got some really cool activities to get involved with. This week, guys, I want to talk about buyer demand in Australia. So we've got this huge amount of buyer demand at record highs and a very significant shortage of properties. And that's really what's boosting property prices at the moment to record highs. Property prices that we haven't seen, or at least the rate of growth that we haven't seen since back in the 80s. Now, the buyer demand is strong this week. Again, in Australia, we've seen a 0.5% increase in buyer demand. Now, this is an index that's done by realestate.com or REA, and they measure based on the number of property viewings that are occurring for those listings that are for sale. So in Queensland, we actually saw last week an increase in buyer demand by 1.5%. So that's more people looking in properties in the Queensland area. So it is bolstering. We've seen a sharp decline in Victoria since their sixth lockdown. Buyer demand has dropped significantly, but in all other states and locations, buyer demand has lifted. So it seems like the property market is still moving along quite comfortably. In Queensland, we're seeing strong buyer demand and we're still seeing a very shortage of properties for sale. And if you look in the local area here, there is a shortage of properties for sale. If you look at Palmwoods, for example, I believe there's about 31 properties currently listed on realestate.com for sale. In Woombye, there's about 21 properties for sale. If you look at the couple of the regional sort of areas, we've got Geelong and Newlow, and they've got about 5 properties for sale. So there's not many properties out there considering the amount of demand that's happening on realestate.com. So you look at the averages in Queensland. So the average amount of visits to a single property that's for sale is 836. So that's 836 people clicking and engaging with that particular property. In our local area here, it's about 1,000 to 1,200. So that's a lot of inquiry, a lot of viewings anyway, on those properties that are listed on realestate.com. On the Sunshine Coast, there's a total of about 2,400 properties currently for sale. So it might sound like a lot, but there's not a lot really there available for the amount of demand that we're having through. Now, a couple of live cases here in our local area. We listed a lovely property here in Palmwoods on Jubilee Drive just last week. We had our first open home on the weekend, so Saturday, had an open home, had 25 groups through, so very impressive turnout. We've decided just to allow everyone to get through because there was people that couldn't make it to the Saturday's open to do another open home Tuesday night. So we did that, had another 10 groups through, and to date, we've actually received 10 written offers on that property. So fairly good and quick outcome for that client should they decide to sell. On the other side of the spectrum, we've got this lovely, gorgeous acreage property, 2 million plus property. And that's been listed for just over 2 weeks. And we've had already 100 inquiries come through on that property. So a lot of demand for acreage as well. And you can just see the amount of demand we have. And the reason for that is because there's really not much property for those buyers to look at, and they're desperately seeking properties to buy. What's interesting to note, a lot of these buyers are genuine buyers. They're ready to go once they find the right property and ready to make offers. And that's why we've received 10 offers, for example, on this particular property. So properties are still churning through, moving fast. What the market's going to do from here, I'm not too sure, but I think that buyer demand will actually increase even more when we start seeing eased restrictions in New South Wales and Victoria. We'll see more of that migration coming up here. What that will do to prices, I'm not sure. It's hard to imagine them going too much further, but there is a chance that they will. Guys, as always, if there's anything at all we can help with, feel free to give me a call. Would love to chat. Have a nice day. Enjoy the holidays.